All right, guys, today we're talking about the ruling from the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office in regards to the Washington Redskins and their trademark name. 1967 to 1990, they accumulated these trademarks, and to a 2-to-1 ruling, the Trademark Office decided that it no longer was a usable name because it was disparaging to Native Americans. And we've been talking about this for a while on my radio show and kind of getting the debate, the pulse from the people on what they think about changing this name, because if you change the Redskins name, it's ultimately going to be very slippery down the road in regards to names like the Blackhawks, my favorite baseball team, the Atlanta Braves, the Cleveland Indians, and others. I think that the best thing to do when we look at all of these names is just rename the teams. I wasn't a big fan of when my Washington Bullets were changed to the Washington Wizards, but I kind of get the context from that, and I certainly understand it much more with this. If it offends just a few people, what really are we hurting by changing a name of a sports team? We're talking about true people's feelings and ultimately hurting those feelings by using these words. I mean, just think about this for a second. Think of walking onto the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation in South Dakota and using the word Redskins multiple times. I doubt you're making it out of there as healthy as you were when you walked into the Indian Reservation. I just encourage people to think about it for a little bit, understand the context behind it, and really understand perspective, because, folks, we're talking about a name of a sports team versus hurting actual humans on this earth. I think that we should change them. I think the Braves, the Indians, the Blackhawks, it's easy enough to change it. Keep maybe the same letter. Blackhawks, change it to something with a B. Braves, change it to something with a B. Indians, change it to something with an I. So you keep some of that lure and some of that tradition with the emblems. But ultimately, let's just change them. There's no reason to keep it the way that it is.
ESPN 99.1